Team deathmatch. All operatives, you're clear to engage. We've taken the lead.
I got you six!
Grenade, get back!
Incoming!
Where are you going, Jason?
Stun grenade out!
Hostile UAV in the area.
What's wrong?
Reloading! Watch your fire! I'm reloading. Reloading.
We've lost the lead. Enemy UAV active.
Throwing grenade. Throwing a stun grenade. Contact!
Friendly UAV on station. Hostiles launched a
Frag
cruise
out.
missile.
Where's your mag?
UAV online.
Taking fire! Stun
Mission
grenade
time is
out.
half over. Maintain the lead. You're halfway. Mission complete. Finish it.
Where's your mag?
Friendly Mosquito deployed.
Contact! Hostiles!
Friendly UAV on station.
Changing mags. Fire! I'm reloading. Throwing grenade.
Friendly UAV online. Friendly cruise missile deployed.
Contact! Frag out. Throwing a stun grenade. Keep fire! Throwing grenade. For my friend. Changing mags. Enemy KIA. Stunning. Reloading. Taking fire.
Hostile Mosquito is online.
I'm reloading. Semtex.
Mission complete. Good work. operatives. Secure and maintain the objective. We're taking Alpha.
Grenade out!
control Alpha.
Taking fire! Drop!
Enemies securing Bravo.
Throw your cover!
Enemies taking Bravo. Objective Bravo is compromised. Get it back. We're taking Bravo. Hostile UAV in the area. The enemy has captured the objective. Get them secure.
Changing mags.
What you're about to see looks like it's 3 a.m.
Do you have any weapons on you?
No. Whatever she said.
and placed in the rear.
So whatever she want to do, let's do it. And see how far she want to take it.
Where's her car?
At her mom's house.
Let's see how far she want to take it.
Where's her car? Where's her car, Marquise?
Can I talk to her?
No.
Can I talk to her more?
He was detained, searched, handcuffed, and placed in the rear of Deputy Jesse, rear door of his. Then approached the passenger side rear door of his patrol vehicle to do a secondary search of Jackson when he claims to have heard a pop sound, which he says he thought was a gunshot. He then said he believed he was hit.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired!
This is where both officers empty multiple magazines into the patrol cruiser where Jackson is handcuffed in the back seat. As you can see and hear from the body cam, Hernandez yelled "shots fired" about 4 times, fell to the ground, rolled, and began firing into the patrol vehicle, saying that he was hit. This, no doubt, sent shockwaves of fear and adrenaline into the system of Sergeant Beth Roberts, which in turn caused her to begin firing into the vehicle.
Okay. Do you know your tag number off the top of your head? Okay, it's okay. What? Where? Right there?
What's notable here is that Sergeant Beth Roberts is taken aback by the claim that shots are fired. She says, "What? What? Where? Right there?" She has to take Hernandez's word for it because obviously she didn't hear any shots fired. Nevertheless, she engages in her own mag dump tango, riddling the police cruiser with even more bullets with no regard for innocent human life. Surprisingly, and no thanks to the Okaloosa Police Department, Marquise Jackson escaped injury, and of course, no weapon was located. Witnesses said they heard what they thought could have been a muffled gunshot, but if you listen to the body cam, and I'll play it several times, you can only hear what could be described as a very distant short rumble, or maybe it was the wind hitting the body cam mic. But there's nothing that sounds like a gunshot.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired!
Hernandez, who had been with OCSO since January 2022, resigned on December 4th, 2023, according to the department. Sergeant Beth Roberts has been with OCSO since May 2008. According to the sheriff's office, both were current on resistance training and firearms qualifications. The Okaloosa County Sheriff's Office of Professional Standards conducted an internal investigation and determined that Hernandez's use of force was not objectively reasonable. The release said Hernandez violated policy regarding excessive use of control to resistance. The same investigation determined that Roberts' use of deadly force was objectively reasonable, and she was exonerated. The OCSO Criminal Investigations Division reviewed the incident after initial investigation for any possible criminal charges. The sheriff's office also reportedly requested an independent review by the First Judicial Circuit State Attorney's Office, ultimately finding that no probable cause for criminal charges was found. In a public Facebook post, Jackson recalled the day he could have died. He said he was stopped by the Okaloosa County Sheriff's Office, and while walking, another officer demanded another officer to search me. I was confused on why I was being searched because they never told me anything. I decided to cooperate and just follow commands. I knew I had done nothing wrong. I was searched multiple times, then unlawfully handcuffed and placed into the back seat of the cop car while being strapped down by the seat belts. A few moments later, I hear an officer scream, "I'm hit! He's armed!" As soon as that was announced, multiple shots were fired at me while I was stuck in the back seat. All I could do was lean over and play dead to prevent getting shot in the head. I was scared to death, and I knew all I could depend on was God. I ignored everything and prayed. Windows were shattering on me the whole time as bullets continued to fly across me. I was blessed not to get hit by any bullets or get hurt physically, but mentally, I'm not okay. I haven't been the same since, and I don't think this feeling I have will ever change. I truly believe I'm damaged for life. That's some good settlement language right there. As shots stopped firing, officers started telling me to put my hands up. Mind you, I'm handcuffed, so I can't. I reminded them that they handcuffed me, which led them to begin to tell me to sit up straight. However, when I sat up straight and looked back, I looked straight down the barrel of Officer Battisti's gun and saw several other officers with their guns aimed at me. I left it up to God and just sat there how they wanted me to with my eyes closed. I remember Officer Battisti because he was the officer who wrongly arrested and tasered my little brother a while back. I eventually found a way to rest my cuffed hand on the shattered window area to show that I wasn't armed. A few minutes later, they swarmed the car and slammed me on the ground to search me and look for any injuries. When I got up, I was led to the ambulance. At that moment, I saw just how many officers there were. But the image I can't get out of my head is seeing how bad my mom was hurt and crying right before I got into the ambulance. While in the ambulance, they cut off all my clothes to continue checking for injuries. I was taken to Fort Walton Beach Medical Center, still handcuffed. They then took me to Okaloosa County Courthouse to book me into the system by taking pictures and fingerprints. I continued to ask every officer I saw what I was being charged with, and they all said the same thing. I don't know. We're waiting on more info. I sat in the cell for hours. Eventually, an officer told me I'm free to go and that I'm not charged with anything. Okaloosa County Sheriff Eric Hayden released a statement regarding the incident with anything. Okaloosa to go and that I'm not charged with anything. Okaloosa County Sheriff Eric Hayden released a statement regarding the incident and Hernandez's resignation. He also posted a video to the Okaloosa County Sheriff's Office YouTube page with the comments, of course, turned off.
Now take your little munchkin voice and go away.
In a press statement, Sheriff Hayden said, "We are very thankful Mr. Jackson wasn't injured, and we have no reason to think former Deputy Hernandez acted with any malice. We are limited in further response due to pending litigation. But let this be clear. We understand this situation was traumatic for Mr. Jackson and all involved and have incorporated this officer-involved shooting into our training to try to ensure nothing similar happens again." He said, "Though his actions were ultimately not warranted, we do believe he felt his life was in immediate peril, and his response was based off the totality of circumstances surrounding this fear. Just as we have an obligation to protect our officers so they can go home safely to their families, law enforcement has the same obligation to any citizen being investigated for a crime." And there's no doubt that former Officer Hernandez will find another policing position somewhere else, and Sergeant Beth Roberts will no doubt retire with full benefits. If you guys like these commentary videos, maybe you'll like some of my others. Don't forget to subscribe.
He was busted using a mobile phone while driving, but this pensioner is adamant he's never owned one and wouldn't even know how to use it. In court, the magistrate called him a liar, but Frank's standing firm. He's fighting the fine.
It looks like I'm guilty on it, but I'm not. And I don't own one, I don't use one.
People are going to find it hard to believe that you don't own a phone in this day and age. How do you get by without one?
Oh, well, just don't need it.
Frank Singh is living an old-fashioned life in a modern world. At 77, he hails from a time most...
I don't think it works.
Given how disconnected Frank is, you can imagine his surprise when 2 weeks after a road trip to see a friend, he received a fine in the mail.
And I thought, what in the bloody hell's all this about? Like, I don't own a mobile phone. Never owned a mobile phone. I don't know how to use a mobile phone. I thought, what a lot of shit.
But this is the evidence Revenue New South Wales says proves Frank is in the wrong. Images taken by mobile phone detection camera on the Pacific motorway show Frank holding something in his left hand, but he insists it's not a phone.
If it's not your phone, what is it?
I think it could be my wallet.
All right, well, let's see your wallet. Have you got your wallet on you?
Yeah.
Okay. And there's the photo.
Yeah.
And so you think you've picked up your wallet?
I think I have.
Frank's housemate Margie says the Rabbitoh's tragic is a lot of things, but a liar isn't one of them.
I've known him to be kind, honest, and forgetful.
He's forgotten what he was doing at the time, hasn't he?
Oh, it seems like it.
Frank says he can't specifically remember holding his wallet, but claims he may have put it on the passenger seat after stopping for fuel.
You can't make phone calls off your wallet.
No.
What about off my phone?
No.
Could you work my phone if I gave that one to you?
I have no idea.
Would you be able to make a call for us on that?
I honestly would not have a clue what to do. Even if that rang now, I wouldn't know where to press, how to press it to answer it.
There you go.
It's making a noise now.
Someone's calling you now. Do you reckon you could answer that one for us?
I don't know how to. I don't know. I can feel it vibrating, and that's it, but no, I don't know how to.
Because Frank just doesn't have a phone, I thought it would be quite an easy process to get it dropped.
And what did it turn out to be?
A schmozzle. Yeah, it's been difficult at every step.
Friend Kishori has taken up
I don't have a phone, but please.
the $362.
And the camera thought you were doing the wrong thing.
It's become a right...
A current affair